This website is loaded with tools that will help you improve your listings, improve your ads if you're running those as well, but also improve your pictures, which is huge too, because as we know, pictures on a listing is the number one factor that influences interested viewers to buy or not. So I'm talking about Pick Copilot here, and if you go to pickcopilot.com, you can utilize all these features yourself. I'll also have it linked in the description if you want to try it out. And there's a bunch of different functions of this, as you can see when you immediately log in. But to outline some of my favorites here, first and foremost, you have the AI product ads creator. So essentially what this will do will allow you to put your product and your idea, your target message to your target buyer into the software here, and it will spit out good ads that will likely convert a lot better than something that you had created. And it will also give you ideas. So if you're running ads on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, it does not matter. This is going to help you create those type of ads, right? So if you click in here, you can see the templates and you can start working through the templates and then just adjust the templates to your specific product and your specific niche, right? So there's tons here that you can play around with. This is a cool feature. Instant backgrounds is also a really cool feature. So if you go to instant backgrounds, essentially what this will do is if you have a white background image like this, right? Or if you have a product image, like for example, like this camera is something that I got free on TikTok Shop recently. I'm promoting it. And if I were just to have a random picture of this rather than a lifestyle picture, it's not going to help convert as well if I put that as like B-roll in a video or even on a product listing. And so you can utilize this feature of Pick Copilot to generate a background image. Another example would be if I had like a backpack, right? And I'm just standing here modeling the backpack. Well, it would take me out and put me in a background scene where it looks like maybe I'm hiking, or maybe I'm in the forest carrying a backpack with supplies with me, right? Or maybe I'm at a game and I have all my sports stuff with me, whatever, you get the picture. But it's essentially going to allow you to create backgrounds like you're in that setting, which will then better communicate to your customers because they can then imagine themselves doing that as well. And just the opposite, you could also use the white background feature. So if you had a lifestyle image of a product, like for example, this girl holding this purse, right? Well, we could essentially cut her out of the picture and just have the focus be the purse with a white background, right? This is a bad example because her arm's over it, but I'm just trying to get you to think about the different features of this software and all the different things that you can use it for. And two of my other favorite features here are the batch remove background and the batch remove watermark, right? So obviously, if you want to batch remove all the backgrounds, if you're drop shipping listings on somewhere like Poshmark or eBay or anywhere really, right? And you want to create an aesthetic white background image because it's been proven that white background images actually look better most of the time as like the main product image on your listing, then you can do that very easily with this batch remove background tool. But perhaps one of my favorite things is the remove watermark because, for example, one of the ways that I used to teach drop shipping on sites like Mercari, drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace, drop shipping on Depop, right, is to use suppliers like eBay. And obviously you can use this for pretty much anything, but this is how I've been using it. And let's say, for example, we want to go to like car supplies, right, which is a hot category to drop ship on a site like Facebook Marketplace or Mercari, right? One of the main issues that you'll face is every once in a while you'll run into an image that has a branded logo from the seller, and that might be a great product to drop ship. Maybe you've already done your product research and it's a hot selling product, but now you can't really use that because you can't use the image because it has a branded watermark on top of it, right? I've been saying don't use those, avoid those for years. You don't want to do that on Facebook Marketplace, on literally any platform, right? Mercari, Depop, any of them. And the reason being is you run the risk of getting an IP complaint, right? So this is a perfect example of this, right? This right here, if we extrapolate that out a little bit, on first glance, it just looks like it's a good product image because it looks like it's somebody taking the image themselves, and we can then use this for a drop shipping listing. Although if you zoom in a little bit, you'll see that it says LRG Automotive watermarked on top of this. And so this is something that you want to avoid at all costs because you can easily get an IP complaint utilizing this person's photos, but not anymore because now you can take this image in very easily easily to pick Copilot, take it into the remove watermark, or if you want to do it in bulk, you could also go to batch remove watermarks and just take that watermark off those images, and now you can use them, right? So if you find a hot selling product like that, but it has a watermark on it, you are no longer handcuffed by not being able to sell that. You could use the remove watermark feature and very easily just upload that image into the remove watermark here, and now you can drop ship it. It's a game changer. But my absolute favorite feature of this website is the virtual try on, okay? And the reason being is a lot of the images, especially for me lately, it doesn't really matter where you're drop shipping or where you're selling. This is very relatable for TikTok Shop as well. But a lot of my best-selling listings now currently have been closed recently on Poshmark. And obviously clothing sells best on Poshmark in general anyway, but depending on the time of year, you might have more Halloween supplies, you might have more Christmas supplies, you might have more coats if it's wintertime, right? And right now, bathing suits has been selling really well for me on Poshmark because we're just getting into like nice weather. And a lot of bathing suits, a lot of the main images of them are, yes, that's somebody actually wearing them, like a model wearing them, but a lot of the main images, especially on sites like Walmart, for example, are just white background images of the bathing suit. And it's really difficult for somebody to then imagine what it might look like on them or somebody like that. But now you can just use Pick Copilot and you can take that same image into the virtual try on feature. And if, for example, we go back to this listing right here and we download this image, use Z-Drop to download the image instantly, come back, upload that, upload this white background image in there. Now it's going to generate an AI model wearing and styling that actual image and that photo, which is kind of crazy because it actually does a really good job and looks like somebody's actually wearing it in real life, not just like AI generated with it on them, right? So I've already gone ahead and created one right here. As you can see, she's even unbuttoned it a little bit and she's styling it that way. She's also wearing it there. She's also wearing it there, like a little tucked in. But you can pick any AI avatar here. So for example, if it was a kid's sweater or a kid's backpack, then obviously you'd want to pick one of the kids here. Or you could pick any number of these avatars that you think would wear it well or be more like your target buyer, right? And then all you need to do is click create now and it will generate the AI fashion model that you picked wearing that piece of clothing, right? Now I'm using a top here, but if you were doing something specific, then you'd want to change that out, right? Is it a top? Is it a bottom? Is it a one-piece suit? Whatever it is, then obviously you'd pick that under clothing type. And there we go. Now you can see it on the AI model that we picked wearing this sweater in 4 different images that we can then download instantly. And this is a game changer because it's really going to help increase our conversions and help us make more sales, not just on Poshmark, but somewhere like TikTok Shop, on Mercari. And obviously you can use these images for B-rolls in a video as well. You don't just have to put them on product listings, but that's what I'm specifically using them for here with this sweater. But this is going to help your target buyer imagine what it looks like more so on them rather than just a white background image that it kind of leaves up to their imagination. Now they can see it on an actual model and better imagine what it would look like on them and them wearing it in real life. So this tool is a game changer. Again, it would take you a lot of money to outsource this to a model or somebody to take this picture for you or a graphic designer to actually make the photos look great, or it would take you a lot of time to then put it on yourself, take a picture, style it, make it look great. If you're not a UGC content creator, a lot of us don't even want to do that, right? Like I don't want to get on camera modeling clothing, but now you don't have to. It doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't cost you any time. And there's a number of other really cool features that Pick Copilot brings you, all with their suite of AI tools here that really helps up your e-com game and makes your business more efficient and more profitable.